Hello and welcome to the introduction to my How to Garage course. I'm going to post this, I think, to YouTube, so you may be watching this on YouTube or you may be watching this as the first kind of module in the course. And I wanted to make this video just in case maybe people are on the fence a bit about kind of pulling the trigger on the course, or maybe you're just interested to know a little bit more about it. So who am I? My name is DJ Jackham. I've been producing for about 11 years now using Ableton. The DJ Jackham project has been going on now for about 5 years. I do this full time. This is my job. I guess you could say I'm a professional artist for a living. I've played tours in the UK and abroad in places like Australia. I've played, a lot of major festivals in the UK: Boomtown, Parklife, Leeds Fest, Why Not Festival, tons. Played loads of shows. I'm by no means massive. I'm not a huge producer. I'm still actively, I guess you could say, grinding away. But, I've had releases on labels like Hot Flush, South Point, Shall Not Fade, and I've had support on tracks from people like Sammy Virgie, Special Request, Caribou, EZ, a number of producers. So I'm by no means huge. I haven't gone clear, but I'm actively working in the scene, actively playing, working in the scene. You can hear my releases, if you just give me a Google or search up, on SoundCloud or Spotify or wherever you get your music, you can hear all my stuff. I've also been teaching music production for a while now. I teach one-to-ones for people that kind of aren't aware. And yeah, I've been doing that for a while now and been really enjoying the process. Which brings me, I guess, to this course and why I'm making it. During my time doing these one-to-ones with various people, I start to notice a lot of the same issues cropping up kind of time after time after time. Lots of people coming to me with their garage music that they've been making, because we have to remember, guys, that garage is very much, it's quite cringe to say, but the genre is very popular, right? It's very kind of in fashion, which again is cringe to say, but yeah, it's a very kind of relevant genre at the minute. Lots of people getting into it, and have been for the past couple of years. And I keep seeing the same mistakes made by newer producers. But I'm noticing the same issues with groove, the same issues with kind of swing and arrangement and track composition and all these common problems, these common threads that are running through lots of people's tracks. And I think that nowadays there's this huge influx of music production content available, right? There's all this information out there. And to put it frank, there's a lot of bollocks. Yeah, there's a lot of bollocks being taught, a lot of just shit. And that comes in many different flavors, poor advice as to how to get your drums to sound a certain way, or even just like the over reliance on kind of technical processes and the technical side of music production somehow now becoming the most important thing, and the emphasis really strongly being put on that. And I disagree with that kind of thing. And I think that producers are being led down a bit of a garden path, as we would say in England. I think a lot of people think or believe that the reason why their track doesn't sound as good as their favourite producer's track is because that producer just has more of a technical ability. They're doing some special thing in the mix down, or they've got some ultra sick secret sauce that they do to the drums, or whatever technical process you want to use there for an example. But this over reliance, this over emphasis being put on the technical aspect of music production, I think is holding people back a lot. And I think that different music production education sources maybe put that emphasis on the technical side of things because that's the easiest thing to do, right? When somebody comes to you with a track and the track is bad, right? The tune is just bad. It's easier to say, oh, well, maybe if you worked on a better sidechain, or well, maybe if you worked on, this EQ move, then that would help make your drums better, or parallel compression is going to help make your track feel more glued. And to put it frank with you guys, I just think that that's bullshit, and there's no amount of technical prowess that's going to stop a shit tune from being a shit tune. And I think that I know of myself that in my career, in my kind of music production career, the 11 years or so that I've been doing it for, I know that if someone had told me to stop worrying about compressing my sub or whatever ridiculous shit that I was doing, and told me instead to focus on making my tunes actually interesting to listen to and have like exciting sound design and use great samples, then I could have probably shaved off years of years of learning and gotten to where I wanted to get much quicker. So that's why I'm doing this course, right? It's to shed some light on what is really important when you produce, what actually you should be focusing on, and how to actually get that kind of garage sound from someone who actually does it, so who does it, who plays it out at shows, someone that's in the scene, someone that actually cares about the scene, cares about garage music, someone that's involved in garage music, someone with, I guess, a little bit of credibility. So what we're going to talk about in this course, we're going to talk about all sorts, guys. We're going to speak about what's truly important when making a track. We're going to talk about sound selection. We're going to talk about how to improve your sound selection. We're going to talk about arrangement, sound design. We're going to talk about drum programming, how to actually make your drums sound garagey, and good. The different subgenres of garage, the different styles. We're also going to talk about things like, having a social media presence. Things like how to actually approach DJs with your music, what to do, what not to do, And so we're going to cover a little bit of like industry stuff, I guess you could call it. Stuff that should just help you along the way. I'm gonna try and pack this with as much information as possible. And I guess my thought process was that, you could come to me for a session and pay £70 an hour, but it's going to be pretty costly, right? Whereas, doing it this way with a course, we can pack loads and loads of information in and do it a little bit cheaper as well. Okay, so who is this course for? I would say that if you're an absolute beginner, brand new to Ableton, this course is probably not ideal for you. I would recommend, if you're an absolute beginner to Ableton, you probably should learn some of the basics first about the program, how it works, what all the buttons do, etc., etc. But this course is for people that are looking to make, UK garage and UK garage adjacent kind of subgenres. This course is for people that have looked elsewhere for information and are still not quite getting to where they want the tunes to be, right? So if you're frustrated with the information that's already out there, I'd say this is probably a prime course for you, because we're going to do things a little bit differently in this course. We're going to talk about different things in this course, and I truly believe that there's not too many people out there that are actually speaking about the sort of things that I'm speaking about in this course. So yeah, if you're someone that's looking to just improve in general their music, if you're looking to kind of invest in yourself, and if you're committed to learning, then I think this course is going to be a good shout for you. When you get the course, you'll get access to, private Discord server where you can ask as many kind of questions as you want. You can interact with me. You can interact with other people that are kind of in the course. We can share demos and talk to each other about what we think works, what doesn't work. If you have any questions that you don't understand, we'll be there to help you. So yeah, it's just for people that want to improve the garage, that are maybe just getting into garage as well. If you're a seasoned producer and you've been doing this for years, then this particular course probably isn't for you. If you already have a good solid handle on garage, if you're already getting your tracks played out by different DJs within the scene, I would say this probably isn't for you. This I wouldn't describe this as a totally advanced course. However, beginner to intermediates will probably get a lot of information out of it. But yeah, I would say that if you're already getting your tracks played, you're getting big DJ support, you're already getting releases signed, you're probably doing a pretty good job already, and so you probably wouldn't be looking at a course like this. Who is this course not for? During this course, there is a lot of self-learning kind of tasks set. There's a lot of tasks that I will encourage you to do, self-analysis, and there's a lot of theories and concepts that are going to require you to shift your mindset when you start at Ableton. So if you're just looking for a quick fix, if you're just looking for someone to like go through a serum patch parameter by parameter and tell you exactly where to set different controls at, if you're looking for like a step-by-step, this is exactly how you do this, something that you can copy, this probably isn't the course for you, you probably be better at looking elsewhere. And if you can't be bothered to sit down, engage with the course, engage with the ideas I'm presenting, and really test those concepts yourself, I would say that this course probably isn't for you either. This should be a kind of commitment on your behalf to engage with the material, to really take a look at what you're doing in the studio and ask yourself questions and challenge yourself, challenge the habits that you've gotten into. because a lot of poor production is poor habits. So we need to get into better habits, and that's a lot of what this course is going to be about also. But that being said, if you're ready to commit to learning, if you're ready to really get involved and try and improve what you're doing, then yeah, this course probably is for you. And so if you've already joined the course and you're just watching this as an introduction, welcome. It's an exciting time. I hope that you get everything out of the course that you hope you do. And I'll see you in the future modules.